Good afternoon, people. This is Blanche Eden, your host on the Black Trending News podcast. This is episode number 8. Today, I'm going to be touching on a topic that I relate to, and I think that millions of women and men in the world relate to. Practically every race can relate to this, but more specifically, again, Black women. But I'm going to touch on, on my comparisons and what it has to do with people and women, people in general outside of the Black race. And today I'm going to talk about hair color. I want to talk about a lot of things, but I have to always bring my thoughts to a center somewhere. So I'm going to make tons of other podcasts around this podcast, but today I want to be focused because sometimes I get all over the place. I'm going to focus just on hair color. I heard a video that kind of struck a nerve in me a little bit, and I didn't get upset, but I had a look on my face, the look on the face, like that look that makes no sound whatsoever, just a look, so I just want to address it because I think that there's a lot of what I like to make fun of, and I'm just poking fun of when I say it, Black girl extremist groups. That's what I call them, but I'm just making fun. Seriously, they're not that. But that's what it feels. That's the energy I feel sometimes when I listen to some of these videos, because they're very aggressive and very biased, and almost like they're trying to make Black women feel guilty for, it's like a religion almost, it feels like to me. You're trying to make me feel guilty for coloring my hair or wearing my hair a different color. And I'm going to, again, stick to hair color. I'm going to try my best to stick to hair color today. Just a little background on, and most people probably know this, but hair color is based on, there's 3 different types of melanin, and there's one particular melanin. I believe it's called melanin. I'm not sure. I've been, looking about it, but that's not really my point. My point is that hair color is derived in your genetics, right? So we don't have control over our hair color when we're born. Nobody does. You're born how you're born. You either like your hair or you don't. There's nothing wrong with not loving your hair color. When I was growing up, and I think a lot of people can relate to this, when I say that when I was growing up, I did not like my hair color. A lot of people used to ask my mom, do you dye your daughter's hair? Why does it look different from yours? Why is her hair that color? It was like a dusty brown, and it was a pale, not pale blonde, but it was like a sandy blonde in the front and then a little bit darker brown in the back. It was just like, people at school used to ask me why my hair looked like this. It was, the texture of my hair was different from my mom's, and it's from my dad's side. It was just, my hair was just different. I remember the first opportunity I could dye my hair black, I did it because I didn't like the unevenness color in my hair. I didn't like how I felt when people asked my mom about it, or in school asked me about it. I didn't like how my hair laid when I used to go get my hair blowed out. I didn't like how my hair used to look. I just felt a certain way about it, not because of my own feelings, but because of my environment and how it kind of shaped my thought. Because when we're born, we don't know how to think of ourselves until somebody implants something, and then this just starts to grow in our mind, and we start to feel a certain way about ourselves. So I started dyeing my hair black in high school, and to me that was so cool because it was all one color. It was shiny. My hair was never shiny before I dyed it. I was like, wow, it shines. It has luster. It moves. It just looks different. It looks fuller. Like my hairline, you could barely see it because it was the same color as my skin. And now I dyed it black, I could see my hairline. I was like, oh, I do have hair there. I could see it now when I put my hair in a ponytail. I felt better when I did that. Okay, so it works both ways. It's not just, women with dark hair. And I'm not, I'm going to say women with dark hair because all women have dark hair. It's not just Black women. Hair is not a race thing. Hair texture is not a race thing. Let's get over this and stop being stupid. Hair texture is not a race thing. It is genetics. There are very dark women with very wavy, soft hair. People like to call good hair that bullshit. No. Hair texture is not a race thing. All different races of people have different hair textures. The same race of person can have various hair textures within that group of people. Stop being ignorant and stupid. Like, it's 2019. Let's wake up. Let's read a book. Let's click on something and let's read and learn about ourselves. It's just crazy. Okay? Like, hair texture is not race. It's not black people have bad hair, other people have nice hair. It doesn't work like that, and it sounds dumb. Like, there's so much knowledge out there. You should not be thinking like that anymore. It's just ignorant. Like, it's too much knowledge out there for you to not know who you are and how the human race is. And the reason why we call human is because hue means color. We're people of color. All of us are various colors. Even the white race, European people have a color, right? We call them white. White is the color. Last time I checked the color chart. So they just have less melanin in their skin, but nonetheless, they have melanin in their skin. Everybody has melanin. It's a genetic thing. It's not just black people have melanin. If I'm black with an afro, I have melanin and I'm better than you, because that's colorism. So don't be a colorist activist and be a colorist at the same time. Like, which one do you want to be on? What side do you want to be on? Right? That's what I'm talking about. It's just like, let's not be a colorist and be an activist for colorism and saying, being kind of extreme with it, like, oh, black women shouldn't do this. And don't tell black women what they should do. It's one thing to be an activist for something and speak on what you believe on and speak about what you believe in, but stop telling people what to do with themselves and stop judging people because they want to wear their hair a certain way, or they want to wear their the skin. I won't get into the skin. I have a whole different idea on skin. But if somebody wants to bleach their skin, that's their goddamn business. Like, what is it to you? Are you, like I said, are you going to lose sleep at night? No, you're going to wake up tomorrow probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, stop hacking on people because they bleaching their skin. Like, that's their skin. Just say you don't like when people bleach their skin and why you think that they shouldn't do it, and move on. But stop being aggressive with it and extreme with it and saying what people should not do. You don't have a right. You have a right to have a seat and worry about yourself, because you don't have a right to tell any woman, specifically black women, but any woman, because that's the group that I'm talking about. It's like, there's these black girl extremist groups that are very, like, it almost seems like they're on an extreme other side of a white extremist group, like saying, if you it's like a club, you know what I'm saying, like a religion, like if you're like this and you're not down with our club, you're not black, or you're not this, you're not that. And it's really stupid. It's dumb, and it's creating more division. So I don't even understand that. Then you gotta turn around and apologize when somebody checks you. So, my first statement: every woman that bleaches their hair does not want to be white. Every woman that has light colored hair naturally and doesn't dye it dark doesn't want to be white either, because that's their natural hair color. Some people like their natural hair color, some people don't. Most people don't like their hair color. That's why the hair color business is a booming ass business, because it works. So what do you want, everybody to go out of business because you feel extreme about something? No, these businesses are going to exist. You cannot cancel them. Stop trying to cancel people. You're just making yourself tired. Okay? Stop telling black women specifically, and just women in general, to not dye their hair. Why is it okay for another woman of a different race to dye her hair, but it's not okay for a black woman to do it? It's hair. It's not black hair. It's hair. There's people with less melanin in their skin, less melanin in their hair, that have a texture like someone who has more melanin in their skin. There's someone who has more melanin in their skin that has hair like somebody with less melanin in their hair. It's all kinds of people. It's all kinds of people in the world that look differently, that are beautiful, and that's it. Like, I seen one video, and basically she was saying that she portrayed a picture of a black woman. It looked like a Pantene commercial, and the black woman's hair was straightened. You could tell it was straightened, and then it was curled again in a beautiful style. And she's downplaying this woman's hair. It just really, it doesn't hurt. Okay, it doesn't hurt. That's the last thing it does. But what it does do is it just makes me question, why would somebody want to spread that kind of hate? This girl is probably a model. She's making her living. Maybe her hair is natural, maybe it's not. So what if she has a perm? What if women are still perming their hair? What does it have to do with you? It's not your business. I think that's the problem. People just don't know how to mind their business. And then they want to make a market off of minding other people's business and telling people what they should do. This has become like a career for them and a platform. Anything to have a platform and be noticed. It's just really gross, and it's racist. It's a form of racism in your own race. It's colorism, or whatever the hell y'all call it. I believe colorism is a word, you know, and I see it. It's like it's been created. It wasn't 20 years ago. I feel like maybe it was. I don't know. When did the word originate? Let me know. But you know, it feels mean. And it's a form of bullying. There's so much bullying, and people are building platforms off of bullying other people because they're different from them and their feelings. They're in their feelings. Feelings are not facts. They're feelings. And then you're grouping up other people in their feelings. And then even if they don't feel that way, they might feel that way. And then you're just creating either enemies, or you're going to create foes or enemies, friends or enemies. You know, because I don't know. Anyway, all people bleach their hair, not just black people, black women or black men or whatever. All people bleach their hair. Asians, Indians, Native Americans, Chinese, whatever. If you haven't noticed, even white people bleach their hair. Hello to you, in the back, on the side, on the left, and the front. Why are we okay? So here we go with the segregation again. Hey, nigger, don't bleach your hair. No, I'm sorry. That is unacceptable. Don't you ever tell. I mean, you're gonna do it anyway, but you have no right to tell a black woman not to bleach their hair or to color their hair. You have no right to make them feel like less of a black woman because they're coloring their hair. But it's okay for other people to do it. No, black girl, don't do that. How are you any different than any slave master from any other time in his life? How are you any different? You're treating, we can't do it because we're black. Here we go again. Don't sit in that section. Don't color your hair because you're black. What the fuck? Like, we can do whatever we want with our hair. This is where people don't understand. We live in a country where we can do whatever we want. We don't need to look like everybody else. There's individuality through all of us. We have a right to express ourselves. Hair color is a form of expression. Even skin color is a form of expression. Okay, makeup is a form of skin, I guess. You know, even in the video I was watching, she was mocking and saying that black women look like clowns because they're not wearing their shade of makeup. You know, that has nothing to do with her not liking who she is. Maybe she just needs a little. It may not have anything to do with her not liking her skin color. Maybe she just may need a little help in the makeup aisle. Maybe she don't quite know how to wear makeup. Makeup is an art. You either know how to do it or you don't. Maybe that's the case. Stop jumbling everything up in your head and making it one reason. Oh, she does this because of that, and she does this. That's just how you feel. Your feelings are not facts. You don't know what people are doing because you're not in their head. Okay? You're not in their head, so you don't know what they're doing. Stop it. Because all you're doing is causing division and classism and colorism. You're not an activist. And I'm not just talking to one person, because I'm pretty sure there's I don't have time. I saw one particular video. I'm not going to anybody's head. I don't have time for that. I'm not promoting nobody for free. Fuck that shit. If you want me to talk about you, pay me. Basically. So I'm not going to promote anybody. But I will say that there's a group of people out there calling themselves colorist activists. And they're not. They're just colorists. Painted in the word activist. Basically. Black women's hair is their motherfucking business. Everybody's hair is their motherfucking business. But why do you feel like you can make a niche and a platform off of black women and then judge other women who are talking about other women's hair? Like people can do whatever they want with their hair. Basically, stop. Like, it's just so dumb. People can do whatever they want to do with their hair. Nobody has the right to tell them not to wear European hair. You have some nerve to tell a woman that she should not be wearing a weave because she's black. Get the fuck out of here. Are you crazy? Have you officially lost your motherfucking mind? You've officially gone cuckoo. Gone. You gone. Where do you come from? Because you don't come from here. So now businesses should stop making money and everything should come to a screeching halt because you feel like black women shouldn't wear European hair. Like black women shouldn't have a choice. Don't take nobody's choice. And hair is a choice. Yes. Just like skin is a choice. Makeup is a choice. Sex is a choice. Food is a choice. Diet is a choice. Animal loves. Whatever animal you love. If you love cats more than dogs, that's your motherfucking choice. Everybody can do whatever they want with their hair. Have a good day.